Richard, I want to introduce Steve Forbes.
Thanks, Jeff. Thanks, Richard. I know you guys have been on the phone hours and hours and 2 a.m. calls and all that, so thanks a lot. I want to thank Golden Boy for giving me the opportunity. This is my 3rd fight on the Golden Boy show, and I'm happy to be fighting the Golden Boy. So, you know, it won't be any trash talking. You won't hear me say I got $300,000 watch and this, and I got a $100 watch, and that's too much. You know what I mean? But, you know, I want to say a quote that I said. You know, they asked me to give a quote, and it took me about 2 minutes to think of this. I said, this is a gentleman's fight. This is a fight between 2 masters of the fistic arts. And master meaning anytime you've won a world championship in anything, I think you've some way mastered the part of that sport or art. One who happens to be the face of that art, which is Oscar, and the other, myself, is a guy that's never had the opportunity to prove he belongs until now. So I will come to win, and I'll be ready. Thank you.
The De La Hoya Forbes fight will be the first weekend in May, and we have good news for boxing fans. It's not on pay-per-view, it's on HBO.
Homecoming. De La Hoya Forbes, Saturday, May 3rd, live from the Home Depot Center. Only on HBO.
Man, I'm definitely running more, you know, so I'm gonna be sparring more. I mean, this is the biggest fight that, you know, I'll ever have, you know. Even when I beat Oscar, it'll be no bigger fight than this, you know. So this is the biggest fight, the biggest name in boxing. So I'm doing everything more, you know, everything is intensified, you know. Starting, you know, we start camp Monday, and it's Marvin Hagler used to say it best. This is, I'm actually going to hell to get ready for this thing, because I know he wants to finish his career with a bang. So it's my job to cancel that. So I'm looking forward to it.
You're on the Contender, right?
Yeah.
So you guys know, you're pretty familiar with each other's fighting styles and everything?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, I've been watching Oscar since 1992, you know, since he was on the Olympics. I think it definitely, you know, you have that sense of, you know who you're dealing with. It's a lot different than if you're fighting a guy that's unknown. You don't know what he can do, but I know who I'm dealing with, and I know I better be, you know, ready. And you know, I'm coming as underdog. I've been the underdog my whole life, so it's no, you know, you see a lot of guys, they get an opportunity like this, they're stage fright. Man, I've been waiting for this thing my whole life, so it's no intimidation. It's no, you know, I'm a fearless fighter anyway, so it's not, I'm not going to be in there running around. I'm coming to fight, you know, and I'm coming to win. And this is the biggest fight that I'll ever have, so no, I'll be prepared.
How did this opportunity come about? Is there a certain story?
Well, you know, after, you know, fighting the Golden Boy guys and you know, pretty much whooping up on those guys, you know, Golden Boy, they said something's good gonna happen, you know. You know, actually, my promoter, Jeff Wald, was telling me something's good is going to happen. So they heard, this is the story I heard, that they were talking about Shane Mosley fighting May 3rd. And then Oscar made a call and said, I want to fight. And then there was some rumblings that they called me, the Contender, and said, you know, we got some news. And I said, what's the news? They said, you know, you are in the running to fight Oscar. I said, stop playing. I was like, this is a bad joke. And so they got Golden Boy on the phone, and he's like, no, this is real. It's between you and 2 other guys. I said, oh, well, I already know I'm not getting it. And then time went by, and then they called me, I think maybe 2 weeks later, because Oscar was, you know, going through his opponents, who he thought, and guess he talked to HBO, you know, and they called me and said, you got the fight. And I still didn't believe, because I couldn't say anything about it until the press conferences were announced, you know. So I'm sitting there at home knowing, and I can't. It starts sneaking out on the internet, but you don't really believe it until you actually like here doing this. So that's what happened behind the scenes. I couldn't talk about it for almost a month. So if I were to tell somebody, hey, nudge him, I'm fighting Oscar De La Hoya, say, man, come on, yeah, we all are. On the video game, we are, so.
Can't jinx it either.
Yeah, no. So.
What's next for you, win or lose?
Hopefully some big fight, some bigger fights. I definitely know after this fight, my name will be out there. So I'm looking to fight the very best fights I can fight. So.